A new species of anaconda discovered. Is this the world's biggest snake? Over 100 new ocean animal species discovered. But what will happen to humanity and the whole entire planet if we destroy our oceans? And a 240 million year old dragon discovered. Does this mean dragons really existed? Mammals, the sun is here, you are here, I am here. That means nature news. We're gonna start obviously as we always do with wildlife. This is extreme. 15 scientists have discovered a new green anaconda species. This is an absolute monster of an animal. And one of these 15 scientists is this guy. This is Freek Vonk. This guy, it's actually Professor Freek Vonk. This is a biologist, a Dutch biologist and scientist and a nature freak just like you, just like me. And this man has been one of my biggest inspirations since I was only about 6 years old. Because of him, my passion for wildlife and nature exploded. He had such a big, epic, awesome impact on my life. As I said, from when I was about 6 years old, Freek Vonk is literally the guy that I have always wanted to become. I saw him, I saw his cool, epic adventures in the nature, in wildlife, and I was like, that is it. That is what I want to do with my life. That is who I want to be, y'all. And that is what I'm striving towards still. But then, in my own way, of course. That man was the start of my own mission. And now, he has discovered, together with a whole bunch of other scientists, he has discovered a new species of green anaconda. A new species of the biggest snake on earth. This is what he has to say about this snake. Especially this individual, because he was swimming with this beast.
When you run into the beast.
This is what he has to say. This animal is as thick as a car tire. His head is as big as a human's head. He himself is 196 centimeters long. And look how small he looks next to this anaconda. My guess is this snake is easily up to 6 or 7 meters long, maybe even 8 meters. They have discovered that the green anaconda exists of 2 different species. They have also found that the DNA, the genetics, there is a 5.5% difference. You may think that's not a lot, but for comparison, there's only a 2% difference in the DNA between us and chimpanzees.
I see now how much like them we are.
5.5% difference in DNA, that's a lot. That's a totally different species, man. They gave them the scientific name Eunectes acaima. If I pronounce that right, it's always quite a hassle to pronounce that. And it means the northern green anaconda. Also, Freek Vonk left a message, like at the end of his post. On one side, of course, he's really hyped up. Come on, I mean a new species of anaconda, biggest snake in the world, all the hype, all the epicness, all the wild stuff. But at the same time, he mentions the Amazon rainforest is still really fragile and under pressure and being destroyed by us, literally by humanity. We discover new species, but we also destroy the Amazon rainforest, which this anaconda lives in. It's one of the most richest, epic, biodiversity-rich ecosystems in the world. And if the Amazon falls, so will the largest snake species on Earth. This new epic anaconda will literally go extinct, disappear, if the Amazon is being further destroyed. So, I ask you, if you want to help the Amazon, if you want to prevent the further destruction of the Amazon rainforest, if you want to prevent the extinction of this new epic anaconda, I invite you to join us on our mission to make the planet green again. If that sounds like you, attack that subscribe button like a wild animal and become part of this amazing and important journey. Alright mammals, it is time for the next topic. This is another wildlife topic. The previous nature news, I have talked about 4 new octopus species that were discovered in the deep Pacific Ocean. Off the coast of Costa Rica, scientists used a remotely operated vehicle to discover the mysterious depths of the Pacific Ocean. And there they found them. 4, not just 1, but 4 whole new octopus species. This is a follow-up on that. I did not know this, but now they have discovered not just 4 octopus species, they have discovered 100, in fact over 100 new marine species on that same place. And they have not only found animal species, they have found an ecosystem almost. They have found underwater mountains. That is actually the home of these new species. Once again, these people prove the abundance of life in the dark depths of the oceans. Places where we thought life was not possible, like the surface of the moon. That's what people compare it to. Couldn't be further from the truth, because animals are thriving there, right? Over decades, scientists have uncovered a treasure trove of marine life in the depths of the Pacific Ocean, which has long been thought to be a lifeless abyss. The team mapped 52,777 square kilometers of the seafloor and found various new marine species from lobsters to amphipods, deep sea corals, sea urchins and glass spongers, and also underwater mountains. Literally mountains.
Hot diggity dog! This place is magnificent.
And those mountains are actually the homes of these new species. So they've literally found an ecosystem. One of these mountains spans almost 3,000 kilometers. This mysterious deep ocean landscape probably contains creatures that we don't even know about yet, that are completely unknown to science. So on the 24th of February, they had done another expedition in the same place. And they actually live streamed it. Maybe they'll do it again. I'll leave their channel in the description if you want to check out. I think the live stream is maybe still visible. Last I checked, they were also live. Check out this underwater marine epic depths live beautiful stuff expedition. Sometimes I go too fast for nature news. I'm fast as fuck, boy! Their channel is in the description. I feel like I have mentioned this in a nature news. Ocean Census. The global initiative seeks to discover 100,000 unknown species over the next 10 years. Mammals? They aim to discover 100,000 new species in the next 10 years. And I really hope they succeed, of course. It's very important. The more we discover about nature, the better we understand nature, the better we are able to protect nature. From ourselves, the last thing to say here, mammals, is the world's oceans are the biggest and arguably the most important ecosystems on Earth. They are one of the biggest reasons why we had a stable planet. And I say had for a reason, because we all know right now what we've done to the planet. The planet is not stable anymore. If the oceans were completely destroyed, we wouldn't be here. We would be dead, extinct. Scientists even say that we have single-handedly created the 6th mass extinction event. The annihilation of 3/4 of all species on Earth, or even more.
Oh no, no.
So once again, I invite you to help in any way that you can. Subscribe, watch these videos, share this video, share the message, donate to marine conservation, to anything that you can to contribute. Because remember, it is the everyday small deeds of ordinary folk that keeps the darkness at bay.
I found it is the small things, everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keeps the darkness at bay. Simple acts of kindness and love.
Well, I truly believe in that, because if we all make a difference, together we can make the difference between a livable future or not, okay? Now, it is time to go prehistoric. Let's discover what kind of dragons existed 240 million years ago. This is a 5-meter long epic marine reptile from the Triassic period. And they lived in China. This species was first identified in 2003. But after closely studying 5 newer individuals for 10 years long, scientists nailed it. They completed the whole anatomy of the animal. The whole skeleton, the whole fossil. They got a full picture of what this animal looked like. And the name is Dinocephalosaurus orientalis. This is extremely rare. A complete fossil, a full total fossil of an animal that was once a real living full complete animal. Such a long time ago, 240 million years. Most fossils that are found are not complete. Most of them are totally incomplete. Sometimes they only find one small piece, like the lower jaw, for example. That is, I believe, how they discovered Spinosaurus. So a complete fossil is extremely epic, valuable and rare. It is especially valuable for our understanding of these species, of these ancient reptiles. We can learn so much from fossils. Every time I have to say this, do not underestimate how important fossils are. It literally shows us what life was like, how animals lived literally hundreds of millions of years ago. And it teaches us an awful lot about even nature now. Because this is a complete fossil, we can see that this animal had 32 vertebrae, which means they had a very long neck, just like a plesiosaur. And this long neck can be used in many different ways: to catch fish, to enter narrow places where prey is hiding, to maybe scrape the bottom of the seafloor with their teeth to flush out hiding prey. Because that is a hunting strategy that some marine reptiles used. How do we know that, you may ask? Like, how do you know the behavior of certain animals? You weren't there to actually see it. Well, we have found tracks on the bottom, what is it, in Norway, I believe? What was once a sea. There are a whole bunch of like lines on the floor. That were the teeth of marine reptiles with long necks that are scraping the floor millions and millions of years, tens of millions of years ago.
We now know that the rock face in Switzerland is etched with the marks of hunting plesiosaurs.
That's how we know that they feed it like that. They have even found the fossilized stomach contents from this animal, so we can literally see what they ate last. What was still in their stomach. How crazy is that? That we can literally see what an animal ate 240 million years ago. And now we can literally still discover their diet. And that is it with this Nature News, mammals. Remember to help. Use this video as a motivation, a source of motivation, a source of obligation to help nature today in any way that you can. Share this video, educate yourself, educate others, donate something to wildlife conservation, to ocean conservation, because as I said, the oceans are what's keeping the planet spinning. All the links that you might want to donate to, all the videos that you might want to share, if you truly want to help, are all in the description. It only takes literally a few seconds and you have literally improved the future. Remember, one Nature News every week from now on. I'm really going to get consistent with this. If you want some short, faster, epic content about wildlife and wild animals, dinosaurs, you name it, I got it. Check out Wild Facts. It's also in the description. Yes, I have to say what I always say. Let's make the planet green again. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Let's go wild. A new Tyrannosaur species discovered in New Mexico. Is this Tyrannosaur bigger than the Lizard King? 4 new octopus species discovered. Why is this important? How many trees stand on our planet? And how many different species are there?